Alright, so let's move on to something on left field. We're going to call it trigonometric functions or ratios. So let's say, for example, we had a right triangle, right? Because trigonometry has to do with a right triangle. Okay? And let's say that we had an angle, alright, A. And then we have a lowercase a, so this is a side A, and then lowercase side B, and then we have C, which is what we call the hypotenuse, which is the longest side of a right triangle. Okay, we have three types of functions that we're going to deal with today, and it's what we call a sine function, a cosine function, and a tangent function. Now, by definition, these sine, cosine, and tangent functions, they're related to not only the sides, but primarily they're related to the angle, angle of one of the angles of a triangle or right triangle. So in this case, we have sine A, cosine A, tangent A, which is angle A. Okay. So this is the way a sine function works. A sine function is going to be the opposite of the angle, which is A. So here's the angle. The opposite of that angle is going to be lowercase a over the hypotenuse, the longest side. So it's going to be A over C. Cosine A is going to be adjacent. So here's the angle. This is the adjacent side. Adjacent side. Technically, it has two adjacent sides, the hypotenuse, but we want to deal with just not the hypotenuse, but the other side, the adjacent side, which is B over, not A, sorry, B over C. All right, and then tangent A is going to be opposite, so we need lowercase a over adjacent, which is B. Alright, now there's a kind of an acronym or a little word phrase that we can use to remember this, and kind of sounds like maybe a Native American name. So, SOHCAHTOA. So it's going to be SOH. S stands for sine, and it's going to stand for opposite over hypotenuse. Alright, so opposite, which is A over C, that's where we got. Cosine is going to be adjacent over hypotenuse, so it's going to be this side B over C. Right, so cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse, and TOA, which is tangent, which is going to be opposite over adjacent. And in this case, opposite is lowercase a over adjacent, which is B. So we get A over B. So this is kind of a good way of remembering the little trig functions, okay? So for example, if I'm given a right triangle, okay, and we're given the sides 34, 30, and 16. And we're given the points A, this is A, B, and C. Alright? So try to find the sine of A. So the sine of A is going to be this angle right here. Okay? Alright, and judging by the values you give for the sides, we know that this is going to be the hypotenuse because it's the longest. Alright, so what is sine? Sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So what's opposite angle? A. 30. Alright, 30 over our hypotenuse, which is going to be 34. Obviously we can simplify this. So let's see. The values of 30, we can say that's 2 times 15, alright? And the values of 34 is going to be 2 times, let's see, well, let's figure it out. 34, 1, 2, 17, okay? So the 2's cancel out, so we get 15 over 17. So, yeah. So let's say, try to find the tangent of A. To find the tangent of A is going to be opposite to 30, okay, over adjacent, which is 16. Okay, let's simplify that. So 16 is 4 squared. Okay, which is also, well, let's try this. Let's try, how about 8 times 2, okay? 30 is going to be 2 times 15. So the 2's cancel out, so we have 15 over 8.